Hi Forge followers, John Carlo here with Forge Recruitment. So the June jobs report came out last week, and today I wanted to go through some of the findings with you. For those who are interested in reading the full report, they can head on over to the StatCan website. So jumping in, we see that nationally Canada added 60,000 jobs in June. How that breaks down is as follows. So we added 110,000 full-time jobs and we lost 50,000 part-time jobs. Now, when we compare this with previous months, April, we had gained part-time jobs. May was relatively flat. So June being able to add full-time jobs is a positive. The industries that we saw add the most jobs were wholesaling, retail, transportation, and warehousing. The industries that we at Forge Recruitment focus in, professional services, remained flat in June. Now, professional services year over year had tremendous growth, and so the last couple of months we've seen it flatten out and remain rather stable. But again, we did have tremendous growth late last year and early this year. When it comes to unemployment though, unemployment did tick up. So it went from 5.2% to 5.4%. Now we have had a couple of months of unemployment increasing. With this number though, it's really important to understand that Canada has had a tremendous amount of immigration in the past year. Last month, we just hit 40 million people nationally. So as we get tons of more people coming into the country, it can be expected that ultimately we are gonna have more people unemployed if the amount of jobs being created doesn't keep up with the amount of people coming into the country. Another thing of interest to note is that wage growth year over year dropped to 4.2%. So in previous months, it was staying steady over 5% year over year. In June, we saw it drop to 4.2%. Now, this number is a number that the Bank of Canada is going to be keeping an eye on because wage growth is a part of inflation. So if you have really high wage growth or really strong wage growth, it's going to drive that inflation. And as expected, the Bank of Canada today, so the day of recording, increased interest rates or the overnight lending rate by 1/4 point to 5%. So the Bank of Canada is expecting a 3% inflation rate for the next year, but they want to work towards that 2% target. So that is ultimately the goal of increasing rates, is to slow down lending, but also to curb wage growth. So for those who work in legal or accounting, so the areas again that we at Forge Recruitment focus in, what we've seen in the market is what I spoke about last month, is that companies are still hiring, but now they are becoming more selective on who they hire. And so the market for those with experience, about 2+ years of experience, is still very strong. So if you're someone who has 2+ years of experience in either the legal or accounting field, and you're working on developing your niche, the job market is still very strong for you. The only thing is the job growth that you saw last year, the crazy wage increase, you're probably not going to get this year, but you are still definitely going to see salary increases upon making a move. If you are interested in reading more about the job market and what we're seeing here at Forge Recruitment, we recently released our mid-year report. So the mid-year report covers the job market over the first 6 months of the year. And we also include an updated salary guide. So you can download your free copy. We'll include a link in the video below. Anyways, so those are the findings from the June jobs report. If you have any questions, as always, be sure to contact us. But thanks for watching. Happy job hunting and good luck.